Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for clicking play. So this video is going to go through our formation that we've been playing with FC Barcelona at the moment. If you are new to the channel, please remember smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you're new and if you haven't already, and just click that little bell next to the subscribe as well, so you get a notification when a video comes out, because they can come out a little bit randomly. I do try and stick to a bit of a schedule, but things like this will come out at random times. So today, as I say, we're going to go through the tactic that I've been using with Barcelona. Now, in real life, if you do follow them, if you do watch any Spanish football, you will know Ernesto Valverde has currently been playing a 4-4-2, pretty much down to the fact that Dembele is injured, I think, and just the players that he has. So when I started this save, it was my intention to play a 4-3-3. Now, on FM17, if you watched any of my series there with Leverkusen, Marseille or Inter, you know I was very staunch 4-2-3-1. Now this formation is very, very similar. The only difference is we have a defensive midfielder rather than a number 10. So that is the fundamental difference in terms of the shape. The player roles are different, the team instructions are different. So what I thought I would do is talk you through this, and I would love some of you to maybe use it with whatever teams you're playing with, and then you could let me know how it gets on. I think it suits Barcelona really, really well at the moment. So we play with a sweeper keeper, as they do in real life, which, when I come on to in the team instructions, does mean that we have a slightly higher defensive line. We have two fullbacks, both set to attack. Now, those have been tweaked throughout the season. I've had wing backs, I've had fullbacks on support, on auto, and it seems to have settled nicely on fullbacks on attack, and it suits the players that we've got really well. We have a ball-playing defender on defend, which is Gerard Piqué. That's a role that suits him. It's his natural role. For that, of course, you need good composure, because you need to be calm under the pressure and not just hoof the ball away. So, of course, then you also need very, very good technical skills, which he has got. The passing, the tackling itself as well, of course, is all really good. Next to him, we have, it's generally Samuel Umtiti. He's the first choice, ball-playing defender on the cover, and his are slightly different roles. Again, you do need the composure, because he is a ball-playing defender. You do need the passing, so you do need the technicals. But generally, the biggest thing for him are things like his anticipation, because the job of the cover is to see any errors that his defensive partner might make and get across and cover them. So in front of them, we have a deep-lying playmaker as the defensive midfielder, because it's generally Sergio Busquets that plays there. We do have a couple of other players that can play there. Sergio Roberto, even Rakitic has played there quite a lot this season. Sergi Samper, who will be back in the squad, he's out on loan. But rather than being a ball-winning midfielder, it's someone who recycles the possession, someone who breaks up the attack without having to do dirty work. So he kind of intercepts more than he needs to tackle, and then he immediately gets the ball out to the more creative players and gets us on the attack as quickly as possible. And to that end, we have in front of him an advanced playmaker, which is generally Andres Iniesta. Andre Gomez can play there, Di Maria can play there. We've got Carlos Alenia, our young prodigy. Rafinha can play there. Again, Sergio Roberto can play there. We've got a wealth of talent that can fill that position. Even Rakitic again can play there. And he gets forward a little bit more. He's on a support role. He's not on an attack role. He's on a support role. So he will be a little bit more disciplined. But he will either, if the opportunity's there, he'll take the ball forward. If it's not, he will get the passes away, and it works really well with Iniesta especially. Next to him, we've got a box-to-box midfielder, because we've got the monster that is Paulinho. He's just an athlete. He's phenomenal in this game. He has scored goals. He has got all over the pitch, and he is just such a good box-to-box midfielder. In front of them, we've got two inside forwards, which is what Barcelona do. On the right, of course, it's God, it's Lionel Messi. He's got an attack role at the moment. Again, kind of, it's his natural at the moment. Do sometimes change it up a little bit depending on who's playing there. But generally inside forward attack. because it gets him into the box, it gets him running at players, it gets him passing, shooting, and it seems to work quite well for him. On the other side, we have an inside forward on support, and that's generally Ousmane Dembele, of course. If you've been watching the series, you know just how much of a monster he has been. He's been unbelievable. Assists and goals galore. He really has been something special. And he's on a support duty because he's a bit better at setting up goals than he is finishing them, although he's done both fantastically well. And in front of them is complete forward on attack, and of course that's Luis Suarez. He's just there to put away chances. He's there for the end of the cross. He's there to hit them from outside the box. He's there to run at the defence, to make chances for himself, and finish off team moves, and he does it expertly. He hit 47 goals in season 1. He has just been ridiculously good. And these are the team instructions that we have played. Again, they have been tinkered with, but as they are at the moment, they're really working really well. So we have it set to control fluid, because that's basically how Barcelona play. You know, the fullbacks get forward, the wingers come back, the midfield all interchanges and works, and fluid control generally is just brilliant. We're on a normal tempo. It was originally set to higher, but I was advised that contradicts my work the ball into the box instruction, so it's gone back to normal. We're set to fairly rarely waste time. That's just by default. I haven't changed that. Set to fairly wide. Of course, we're playing with inside forwards, so we don't need to stretch the pitch too much, because it's only the fullbacks that are staying out wide. Slightly high defensive line, as I mentioned, because we've got a sweeper keeper to sweep up behind them. We don't generally use the offside trap, because I don't always think it works that great. It is something that I might try in the start of the new season, just to change things up a little bit. We are set to close them down more, of course, because it's what Barcelona do. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. I always have that on. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't work. We're set to stay on feet, because the get stuck in, I find, does seem to lead to a lot of cards, although we have had quite a few red cards this season. Of course, we are set to play out of defence. That is the only instruction there, because it just works for all situations. We don't have exploit in any area in particular, because I don't find that works particularly well either. Don't have the pass into space set up. I like it to be passed to feet. Having said that, I love a through ball. Can't beat a good through ball. Passing directness is mixed. I let them make the decision. They're intelligent players. They're the world's best players. So they make the decision of what sort of pass is needed. They are set to be more expressive. Again, the world's best players. You do not shackle them. And then finally, we have that work the ball into the box, and we have look for overlap, because of course we have the fullbacks on attack. So they get forward, the midfield and the inside forwards look for them running in, and they get the crosses in, and it works really well. We don't have anything else set. We have low crosses set because Suarez is just brilliant at anticipating and getting into the space, but he's not brilliant in the air. So we have low crosses set, and that is kind of it. So what we are going to do is I'm just going to show you, if you haven't been watching the Barcelona series, what that did for us in the league. And you can see that we won it by 14 points. Now, that's absolutely incredible result. We did lose 4 games out of 38, but we did win 31. So it's fantastic. The problem with the tactic, as I see it, is that high line does kind of catch you out against the likes of Real Madrid. We got battered by Real Madrid a couple of times, and it does have a tendency to get caught out, but it does seem to work more often than it doesn't. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, smash that like button and subscribe, as I said. As always, get involved in the comments. If there's any changes you'd make to it, let me know. Let me know your tactics, your instructions, if you've got a similar setup to that. I mean, that tactic, it just gets us playing some unbelievably beautiful football. It's as close as I think I can get a team on FM to play like the team in real life, or how I remember the team playing in real life. And yeah, just let me know what sort of things you're doing with your tactics. Do you use target men or poachers, or I like a complete forward because I only play a one up front and he does everything. But yeah, get involved, guys. It's the first tactics video I've done. If you'd like to see more of this sort of thing, then let me know. The biggest thing is, let me know if you use this tactic, if you copy it, let me know who you copy it with, and let me know how it gets on, because I'd really love to see if it'll work with anyone other than Barcelona. So let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned to the channel, there'll be more stuff coming. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.